the internet, and welcome to a very spooky episode of Minecraft Creative here on the ams.a channel. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe because there's going to be plenty of spooky content coming out to you twice a week this month. And now that I've just spent 20 minutes faffing around having to fix audio problems, I'm going to talk to you about what we're doing this episode. First of all, we are doing some terraforming because we're going to need lots of space to build things this month. And we're going to burn some trees apparently. And we're also going to build a train station because something I worked on off camera for a few days about a week ago was a train track that runs around the majority of the area that I'm going to be building in for the next few months. However, there will be one exception to that, and I've already started running a train line to it because it makes it look cool. Anyways, here we are filling some land in because the thing about the new Minecraft train is trying to find large flat areas are really difficult. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the 1.18, 1.19 updates, but it does get a little annoying when it comes to trying to build things because it's either I have to terraform large areas of the terrain or I have to make my builds smaller. Now, I don't necessarily want to make my builds smaller, so I have to do this, and apparently I burnt a lot of trees down. Now, I did record this footage a couple of days ago. I intended to voice over the day after I recorded it, but we had our stairs done, and I couldn't get upstairs once I got home from school until it was way too late for me to boot up my laptop and start doing this. Now, one of the things you might have noticed is I have now switched to time-lapse content with voiceovers. That's just because it's easier for me. I can cut away if I need to, and also it means I don't have to worry about recording every single part of the video and render it and do homework. Now, part of the reason I have had to take into consideration how to fit my homework in is because of the amount of homework I am now getting meant I couldn't immediately come back to doing content, which made me sad because I really wanted to make videos for you all. But now that I've kind of found a way that makes it a little bit easier for me, we should be back with plenty of content for the next few months. On the run up to Christmas, I am still undecided as to what I'm going to do. I'll probably do, I might be able to get it so that I do 12 different builds, but that will mean I have to start recording in November. So if ever you see a creative video and you happen to see a Christmassy build in the background, that will probably be why. Because unfortunately I can't record every single day in December. As much as I'd love to, it's just not an option, particularly because, as I've spoken about, would have been December last year, I am part of my school's tech crew, which means I help out a lot of the shows. Now, I do a lot of the sound, but that means I am in every single night for the shows, and I don't come home from school in between, which means I cannot make videos. So for about a week, you're going to have content that could be recorded up to 2 weeks prior, probably. That's going to be the fun part of December. Now, I don't know what's going to happen when I go down to see family for Christmas, because I might be able to pack my box in a microphone and take it down with me, but there is no guarantee of that, so videos, again, are probably going to be fairly pre-recorded. Now, I have spoken before that I use the HyperX Quadcast, and I currently have it attached to a boom arm from my old microphone, so I could put it back onto the stand, take it with me, and it will be fairly easy to record things. Why did I dive into water there? I kind of forget half of what I do in this video, so I might get a bit surprised by a few things. The Christmas skin will return. I don't think I'm going to change what my Christmas skin looks like because I really like it. The Halloween skin is obviously quite a simple one because I didn't want to do pumpkin boots. I just wanted something that looked decent. That is my only priority. I do still have a bit of a cold, which is not helpful for voiceovers. The great thing is I could sit quietly and cough constantly while recording this, but doing voiceovers makes that a little bit more difficult. The videos are definitely more edited, and I definitely think they're starting to improve. Content's just going to come out as often as I can, twice a week, obviously. It might drop down to once a week towards the end of November, just so I can gear up to do all of the December content. Since last year, I didn't get the opportunity to do lots of content for December because I was very unprepared for it. I think the channel properly launched back at the end of November last year, so we are coming up to a year of properly uploading on the ams.a channel, which is really exciting. Now, I've started building the train station in the video, which you probably gathered, and I realised I needed to do some terraforming work again, which I hadn't been planning on. I was hoping, oh yeah, the train station was small enough to fit in this part. It wasn't, but we deal with it, and the train station was built out of oak wood, birch wood. I don't think I kept the dark oak in it because I decided I didn't like it on the outside. We then have cobbled deep slate because I absolutely love deep slate. I think it looks really nice. And also it was a kind of a light dark contrast for this build. I need to stop fidgeting with things on my desk because it makes random loud noises. The annoying thing about being in a snowy biome is that it likes to snow. Oh, I did put dark oak back in. I do take out some of the stuff a bit later. Oh, I did use dark oak on this. Yeah, okay, we used dark oak, and we also used lanterns and various Halloween-y looking things. So a lot of pumpkins, hay bales. There's going to be a lot of that in the next, month. What other builds can you look out for? Well, first of all, there was the spooky house, which was the last episode that came out. Episode 11 of Creative Minecraft. We're on 12 episodes now. How has that happened? Because I recorded... No, this is technically the 13th episode, because I did episode 0 first. Me being me. And then here I had to decide which stairs did I like to use as seats. Anyways, back to what I was saying. The apothecary is already built. I am starting on the cat cafe now. So you'll get to see those videos out next, and they will be in the order of apothecary, cat cafe. The next will either be the arcade or potentially a theatre rebuild. I don't know if I've marked out where that's going, but that'll be a 2-part thing that I'm going to have to record and do in a certain order. Basically, I have to release the videos in reverse of when I record them, which is really helpful. I like making my life really difficult, if you couldn't tell. And then there will be a house which will kind of be a bit like a maze, and that's going to be the challenge for this series. Why is Premiere having an absolute meltdown? Okay, hang on. Okay, so I have managed to fix whatever the problem was, so I don't actually remember what I was talking about because it took me too long to fix it. Turns out I have to switch the audio type onto voice mode, which I need to write as a post-it note and do. What else can we talk about in this spooky episode? Oh, I was talking about having to do a build in reverse. Yeah, so I have to build a basement section of the build. I think I mentioned I was going to do the Phantom's Lair from Phantom of the Opera. So I have to build that first and then build a theatre on top of it. But I want the theatre part to come out before that video, which means I'm either going to have to do the basis of the Phantom's Lair, then go back and do the theatre, then go and finish the Phantom's Lair, or just do the 2 sections entirely. Then I had to lead llamas away because they were getting in the way of the hay bales. Stopped to probably look at my phone. I think I watched The Rookie while I was doing this. That sounds about right. Tested that the train track actually worked, which it did. That's good news. Oh, we're getting towards the end of the video now. So then I just did the finishing touches of adding a load of pumpkins because it's a Halloween-y build. It needs pumpkins. Yeah, I guess there's not very much else I can actually tell you about for this build other than it's a train station and it kept snowing and Minecraft likes to be really annoying at times. So, with all that said, thank you so much for watching if you've got this far, and make sure to keep an eye out for the apothecary video that'll be coming out next Wednesday. I'm trying to get ahead of things. That's the date that I built the station. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, the internet. Have a nice day. Bye.